Guys, welcome back to the Flick Experience. I am Gabriel, the hostman. So now we are here. We are here at the end of the line of the year 2025. And so far, it was a good run. We've had a good one. Let's give it a cheer. Yeah, it's 4 fucking seasons. 4 seasons. Yeah. Yeah, 4 seasons I've been on the show, but it's actually also my first year on YouTube. So let's also give that a hand. Yeah. So yeah, that this has also been my first year on YouTube as well. And the reason why I say it's been my fourth season, it's because like for the past like 4 years, most of my episodes and seasons, if any of you are watching out there, you can check on all of my podcast links from Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. The entire catalog is there from seasons 1, 2, and 3 and parts and also season 4 as well, which you could also find majority here on YouTube. Now, I don't know if I could put that up like sooner or later, but season 4 or has mostly been on YouTube because this has been my first time being on camera, seeing you people, and you're seeing me, the hostman as well. And I don't know what you guys think of me. You think I'm an idiot or not, or if you think I'm just some stupid guy talking on the mic, then fuck it. So be it then. So yeah. So unfortunately, I've been pretty busy for most of the holidays. I've been spending time with some family, going on vacations. I'm here and here, so I haven't been in that much around getting a chance to see through movies because you know what? Sometimes on the holidays you want to be with your friends and your family and stuff. So I have been getting out that out lately. So I did had some plans for it, but I didn't have time for that. So I'm just gonna get a cut to the chase. Every season finale of my show, I would go through the catalog of all the movies that I've seen, but also that we've all seen. I'm assuming that you saw, and we'll talk about the end of the results. So, what have we learned so far of 2025 of this year's movies? Was this a great year? Was this a bad year? Was this an okay year? Or was it just like forgettable year? I would say this is okay, but somehow leaning towards good a bit, but it just felt like I honestly God, I just felt like it just became forgettable right here towards like the end of the month of 2025, especially like in November. But overall, we did have some good movies coming out, and there's some films that are like the cliched ones that also were the box office success ones. So I'm gonna go down on a list of not just all the films, but I'm gonna go through at least like a good chunk of movies. What have we learned for the past like this whole year of 2025, and I will also give you the results of the box office of right now coming from 2025. So let's get right into it on what we've learned in all of 2025 for this year's season 4 finale. All right. So if you look on this list right now, I'm sure you can find this list everywhere. Which I just said it in the premiere of my season 4 premiere. It was like the same list of what we had on what to expect of 2025. Well, now we're at the end of it, so let's check it out right now. So for 2025, this year's films that came out was The Wolf Man. I'm assuming this is a horror film. I don't remember what I've said before, but sometimes I do. This is the Wolfman. This is either the Marvel film or this is the horror film that came out on January 17th. Some people liked it, some people dislike it. Just forgettable. February 14th, Captain America 4. I'm assuming Brave New World. That's what it's called. Captain America: Brave New World with Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson. Let's just say this was at a time when Marvel completely just shit edited out some movies that are just honestly forgettable, and also it just felt like here's some useless content right there. Should have been direct to Disney Plus to the streaming service. And honestly, God, we just think like, okay, it's not Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, and we were so disappointed with Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. It just, man, it was just a box office bomb. It flopped. By this time, I didn't really care for that much of Marvel. Hopefully, it will regenerate soon, but not for a long time. I don't know for next year, but maybe it could regenerate. Next was Sinners, came out on March 7th. Evan, I did see Sinners though. I was very surprised by Sinners films, and now what I've heard, now it's being nominated for the Acolytes, the upcoming Golden Globes. If anybody's ever gonna give a damn watching the Globes or the Oscars, but I was very entertained by Sinners. I thought Michael B. Jordan was great. The Ryan Coogler's direction was really well made. To me, it just felt like it was Night of the Living Dead, but with vampires attacking to their old like music hut, and it's in the South in the 1930s. It is with the legendary of Robert Johnson stuff. And some people may compare it. It's like, is it like a remake of From Dusk Till Dawn? Well, not exactly. It may have a little similarities, but it's not. But it's not, because if it was a remake, they would have done all the exact character names, the exact sort of like, you know, prologue and and a complete different setting. You know. But I really did enjoy Sinners. Snow White, that also came out in March, the live action with shitty Rachel Zegler, who couldn't act for jack shit. Yeah, another mediocre Disney live action film. So I think Disney should just stop with the live action films. They really should just stop, because let's face it, they're all terrible. For any Disney folks out here that are fans of Disney, listen, I hate to break your bubble, all the live actions sucks. They really suck. Now, do you think they would have been improved and better made by a real filmmaker that understand the story and should have respected the lore and the material like the original animated version did? Well, yeah, probably. This was a terrible dumpster fire, and I just think that all the live actions just suck. I mean, I've seen better cosplay videos that make better, put more effort in making that films instead of what they're doing right now. Just for the record, so Eckert, just watch the original. For you Disney fans, just stick to the original or make your own like cosplay version or whatever version of that movie that you would like, because you can't just rely on Disney all the time though. All right, then we get it. Now we head over to near towards the summertime, which was a Minecraft film, the film with Jack Black and the infamous Jason Momoa kind of guy. So okay, I think we could just all admit that Minecraft. Listen, I'll be honest. I wasn't huge on Minecraft film. They people just like to see it, even though it's a box office hit. But not many people are into Minecraft that much. Or then again, if they are, if you liked it, if you liked it. If you didn't like it, yeah, you didn't like it. To me, I just saw Minecraft was just a, I don't know. It's just Jack Black in an odd green screen world with Minecraft, and I just didn't really see it as a full movie. Maybe for an animated film, but with the live, but when you mix live action concept into the animation world with the crappy blue screen, green screen, it just reminds me of a Robert Rodriguez film like Shark Boy and Lava Girl or the Spy Kids films that they were doing back in that day. And so yeah, that's what it just felt like. Just content. I don't even know how that just made money. I'm just surprised by it, you know. Then we have also Mickey 17, the new Bong Joon-ho film. I I did Mickey 17. I thought it was okay, hey, but the concept just felt like it was too meta on what everyone else was going through. It's like we had this dictator. He's also like this Tonight Show talk host with Mark Ruffalo, and he just acts like he's trying to be a dictator president. And then Robert Pattinson, I mean, great actor. He has another sidekick clone of his has a completely different voice. I mean, the concept, it was there, but it just didn't execute right with the whole like build up of the world. And some of the characters I find were just pretty annoying though. Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck film. That was okay. I just thought the first Accountant was all right. I didn't think it would make a sequel. John Bernthal was cool, but yeah, it's just Bernthal, the Punisher, and also Daredevil, and they're kicking ass. That's the whole point. Marvel's Thunderbolts. People were very surprised by that film. Marvel's Thunderbolts, a lot of people said they had made a Marvel film with a team of superheroes, but they had realistic problems though. And I was pretty shocked that they were actually to give them some real like emotional conflict in those characters. And yeah, I'm not huge on them, but I can't wait to see what they will do with the rest of those characters and what they're gonna do for later future installments. And I know the director is going to be directing the new reboot version of the X-Men live action film soon enough. So yeah, I'm open to it. All right, then we head off to the summer, getting towards to June. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning Part 2, as we like to call MI7 Part 2. I did. I loved it. I really loved the plane sequence, the stunts with Tom Cruise. Is the artificial intelligence plot. I sort of get it. There was a lot of expositions that you had to cover from beginning, middle, and end. I wasn't really huge on the villain though. The villain dies by getting his balls hit on the biplane at the back of the ring, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of chuckled at that where he's just fucking just hit his balls on the freaking biplane, and then Tom Cruise jumps off the plane again, which again, crazy ass stunt. You know it's real. Tom Cruise can do it all. Now, do I think this is probably going to be the ending of the entire series? I would say maybe yeah. If it ended on that good note, then it's like okay, fine. I think maybe the series should be done and let it stand. Or I'd be surprised if they make like an eighth one. I don't know how long it could go to this, but if MI7 Part Two is going to end on that note, if that's really the ending, then I say yeah. I mean Tom Cruise got his whole team him again. They're all alive and well except for Luther, of course. So spoiler alert for that. Luther's dead, but he has most of his team, the world to save. The AI is captured it, so if that's going to be the ending of the Mission Impossible team. If they're done, then yeah, let's set it. Karate Kid Legends, May 30th. Oh God, that was just useless junk. Literally pathetic. Karate Kid Legends. You just got Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Han's character, and I'm just like, it really wasn't that much. The concept and the story wasn't interesting at all. It's just this Ben Wong kid who knows karate, and it has another tournament with the same old plot. It just wasn't much huge, and I thought it was going to be like an epilogue of Cobra Kai, but they hardly addressed Cobra Kai at all. I just felt like it was just a useless filler story just to see, oh, Daniel LaRusso is a master with another student, and Mr. Hines, Jackie Chan, with another student. So I didn't really give a shit about it. Just watched the Cobra Kai show from beginning to the end, and I swear to you, the ending of the Cobra Kai show, the series finale, it was really good. That also ended on a very good note. For any Karate Kid fans out there, I recommend you watch the show. John Wick's Ballerina, and then we have Disney's Elio. Ballerinas, for John Wick fans out there, it was alright, but I wasn't huge on Anna de Armas' character. Ellie, a forgettable aliens film from Disney Pixar's. I think not many people talked about it that much. I don't know, do your kids think about it or no? How to Train Your Dragon live action. A lot of people, it's just weird. It's like it came out now like a week, and then all of a sudden the next week it's also forgettable. However, I do recommend at least seeing it because they were pretty faithful to the original, and I've seen the original one in theaters from back in the day, and I thought it was really great. And now with the live action one with the new kid and Mason Thames playing the role as Hiccup, and the best part, Gerald Butler reprised his role as Stoic. They did get majority of the stuff right, because they were faithful to the story. They got shot for shot scenes right. They didn't add too much new stuff to it, but they did make it like some good respect and honor to the original. And it's the same director who directed the original and is directing the live action one. So overall, I would say like, okay, that's a pretty faithful remake. See, at least these guys can do it right, unlike you, Disney's. What the hell are you doing? So I recommend, and maybe you get a chance to see that if it lives up or not to the original. Maybe not, but maybe it can. 28 years later. 28 years later. What can I say? It was it was pretty gruesome a bit, but not as great as like the first two. But a lot of people were dying to see like a 28 years later film, and hopefully people liked it. I mean, I thought the story was great, but the story did kind of drag, especially towards the second act and third act. But it's like mixed average, I would say. All right, now we go to June, which we're still in June. F1. F1. What can I say? That was an awesome movie. That was like a fantastic car racing film of the F1 Formula One racing with Brad Pitt. I made a review on this. I gave it, I think, a solid B. Joseph Kosinski's direction. Fucking great, fucking awesome. Just like I hope they can make a sequel of this or not, except with Baja Racers towards the end of the film. Like that's a director I trust. If he's ever gonna do another sci-fi film or an action like realistic kind of a film, whether it's planes or even race cars, like that's the director I would hire. It's like Formula One. that's an awesome film you could go see with your dad or like your best friend. And if you like Brad Pitt, or if you're a fan of Formula Racing, go see that. Okay, so next was Jurassic World Rebirth, and yeah, honest to God, I was so bored with this film. I didn't like any of the characters. Scarlett Johansson's character, she didn't seem like the tough hunter, like the tough girl with the hunter gun on, and I just didn't really buy it. And again, they're on that island with no weapons at all. The only weapons they had, they were trying to catch some DNA. I really did not care about the side story with the family, especially with their lazy ass kid they had. It's like I kind of wanted them to die mostly. If it would have just focused on Scarlett Johansson's mercenary Harry group and maybe find some and maybe had some guns to shoot some dinosaurs without all this fucking like a business plan and kind of like corrupt villain and all, then maybe it would have been an interesting and going back to basics. But Jurassic World Rebirth, it's like I didn't give a shit. To me, it was already dead. So Superman film, I loved the Superman. That was the number one film I was expected of 2025. It was entertaining, loved it instantly. I can't wait for its sequels to keep coming. Now, is this the perfect Superman movie? No, it's not. The second act did kind of felt a bit a bit, but it didn't like drag like it was the worst part of it ever. But I like the first and the third act of Superman, especially towards the action sequences. So I loved it instantly. I knew it lived my expectations. Hopefully for any other fans out there, you probably loved it too. So that was a box office hit. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the reboot. Fuck, forgettable. And spoiler alert: Freddie Prinze Jr. is the bad guy all of a sudden for no reason. That film just direct to streaming. Next, Fantastic Four First Steps. I liked it. It was also entertaining, but story wise, it was pretty a simple concept. It's basically the Fantastic Four family trying to protect their kid from Galactus. I was a little bit surprised. I was worried it was going to be like, is this going to be like a sitcom where they're all just living together in the futuristic 60s? No, it did. No, it had sort of an Incredibles vibe, sort of a Jetsons vibe. Kind of way it did based on it was trying to be like an old school comic book film if it was like a Marvel 60s cartoon. Yeah, I liked it. I can't wait maybe for its sequels, but I thought the chemistry with the cast was all right, but it was all right. It was all right. I don't know if I would rewatch it again, but at least now it's there, and it seems pretty much a decent Fantastic Four film. Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. That was a bit hilarious, but it was hard for me to be focused with Liam Neeson trying to replace Leslie Nielsen's character, and I'm just like, okay. It's Liam Neeson addressing with a long ass like Family Guy sort of spoof humor and stuff, but it's like I don't know. I just prefer Leslie Nielsen's Naked Gun even better. Nobody 2 with Saul Goodman getting attacked again and by the mafia, and he's in a fight. I sequences. That's all I could say. It's Sal Goodman beating up bad guys. But I did like the first Nobody. Nobody 2 was all right, though, but I didn't expect they would make a sequel to this, so that's okay. All right, now we're coming towards the end. We have The Conjuring last chapter or epilogue, oddly. Not really huge on the Conjuring films. I only like the first two films. I wasn't really huge on the spinoff. Some people say it was mostly mixed to negative, or it was just like, okay, when are you going to be done on with this? Tron's Ares. Now this is where the film starts to go. The movies this year of 2025. This is when it starts to like drag a little. Tron Ares, The Running Man, and then parts of Avatar: Fire and Ash. Tron's Ares, I just knew that would flop instantly. It's like you had to get Jared Leto out of again. I mean, he's a good actor, but I just suggest he would do some drama films because I feel like anytime when he does franchises, it might be a bit box office poison. Running Man with Glenn Powell. It's like, he had that same concept again, but I don't know if you can compare it to Arnold Schwarzenegger's film. The action sequences were great and all, but I just felt like the story also pretty much dragged. It was a bit derivative, a filler side story and all, but I was like, come on, you can't capture what Arnold did. Even the Arnold one, it wasn't super great, but it was okay. So they're both like C average movies a bit, but I just wish it would have been better. All right, lastly, we have Avatar Fire and Ash, which is still out right now. And Avatar Fire and Ash, hold on, I'm just making sure if and there are any other films I'm missing. Okay. Oh yeah, we have the Lilo and Stitch live action film. We have the SpongeBob live action film, Wicked Part 2, and the Jack Black Anaconda film. Honest to God, the Anaconda film, I'm just like, why? Why was this even made? It's a reboot making fun of a reboot while also being meta. Were they trying to be like 21 Jump Street, or were they just making fun of Anaconda the film, where it's Jack Black and Paul Rudd are getting chased by a giant CGI snake? I swear, the trailer for that film when they released it, it's just like, really, you just had to put the Anaconda song, the shitty crappy Nicki Minaj. It's just like, that's a complete flop. And then there's Freakier Friday with Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like, why bother? Did they need a sequel? I just felt like some of those films I think came out in summer, and some of them by December they all just became, you know, are they gonna be memorable from like a couple of weeks from now? Not sure. Wicked Part 2, look, if there's any Broadway fans out there, if you liked it, you liked it. For me, I'm not much was an into the musicals or any kind of shows. I didn't even expect they were gonna make a part two if the story is split in half. Obviously, it's gonna be nominated for Globes or Oscars. I don't know if any of them win. I mean, does anybody give a shit now with the Oscars or Globes anymore? Or because honestly, I didn't care about the Oscars anymore. And by the way, I'm sure you must have got the announcement by now. The Oscars are now going to be pushed to YouTube streaming now, coming in 27 or 2029. So yeah, we don't have to see it on TV anymore. We could just see it on streaming. Sorry for ABC though, but this is how else is it's supposed to get ratings now, unless they do another punch stunt like Will Smith can do. And yeah, that's all we got. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Listen, I do respect the Avatar films. I did like the first one. It's great to look at with the cinematic motion capture, performance capture with the environments and Pandora and all. But by part two and part three, I just feel like they're just reusing the same plot as the first one. The humans are bad. The Navi tribes, we had to go fight these people. Jake Sully's got to protect his family again, even from Colonel Quart Stephen Lang's character, Quaritch, Colonel Quaritch. Please forgive me if I mispronounce his name. Fire and Ash, it's like they barely showed the Fire Tribe people, but it's like 3 hours long. I don't mind long movies, but only if I'm still invested. If I'm still invested for 3 hours, if the plot keeps going. But it did drag out where it just slowly puts me out of the film towards like the third act and all. But honestly, I just got bored with the story already because it's like it's just the same with part two, part one. You're on. It's like can't you have like I was hoping they were gonna have like a civil war with the evil Fire and Ash tribe fight against the Water Navi and the Forest Navi, like fight each other, and that would have been the whole movie. But it said no, we got another. The humans come again, and we got to stop and unite them all. It's like come on, get another alien race planet to take over. I just felt like the writing to me just became very cliche and predictable. I'm almost done here. So as a result of 2025's film, let's go and see the box office results. Now, mind you, I'm just checking it from like the weekly results, but I just want to know if it's look, it could be accurate and non-accurate, but I'm just saying. But this is what I got. So right now on the top 10 list of the highest grossing films in 2025, right now Avatar and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, they're like going head to head right now, grossing $598 million at the box office globally. And I don't know if Avatar's going to steal it away from Mission Impossible or they're going to go up to like on the number 7 list, maybe 6. James Cameron said that if this doesn't make money in the box office, he could probably end it at 3. And if it does end at 3, then so be it. Because I don't know how Avatar 4 and 5 is going to be if it's going to take place like years later. All right, number 9 was Superman, grossing at $616 million at the box office. All right, it's still on the top 10 list. I liked it. I support or it. You know, I was hoping it would be on the number 5 list, but it's not. But it's there. It's on the top 10 list. Oh, number 8, F1, $631 million. Great job, F1. They're on the list. How to Train Your Dragon live action, $636 million at the box office. Okay, pretty solid. Ah, look at this. For those of you that are still for any anime fans out there, Demon Slayer, the movie Infinity Castle. It's $95 million at the box office. That proves that anime fans and anime films should be respected. And now it's like number 6 in the top 10 highest grossing films of all time. It's like, good job for you Demon Slayer fans. I haven't s- I haven't seen the show, but I knew some friends and some people of mine that I know are fans of the show. So it's like, great job. Great job for you guys. Good job for all of the anime fans. All right, now we hit the number 5, Jurassic World Rebirth. I don't, honest to God, I just feel like people don't really care about the plots these days in films. They just care of the content, the franchise, and just how much money it makes. They don't really care, but they really don't talk about it the next week or later. It's not like it made a huge global impact. Because honest to God, I haven't heard anybody talk about Jurassic World Rebirth like in a long time. They didn't think it's like, wow, this is the greatest sequel. But $869 million. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not being a dick or anything, but I just feel like us viewers, do we really want to waste money, honey, just to see film? I get it. It's Jurassic Park, dinosaurs, people being chased by dinosaurs, but do we really like and listen and watch the movie and listen to the plot, or do we just waste time just to keep our brains turned off while not listening to the plot? Which I also get it too, because even I like to turn my brain off in films, but it just feels like we're just watching this content. No store or there's no like iconic scenes. It's just like, here, take my money. Jurassic World. Just let take all the regurgitated conception of baby food mushed together and just shoved into our faces. So yeah, that's what I could say with those franchises these days. Number 4, the Minecraft film, $958 million at the office globally. How? I don't buy it. Again, I'm not hating on it, but then again, I'm just like, Minecraft, how could you fuckers make a movie like this? How could you even like think it would be huge? Lilo and Stitch live action, $1 million. I remember seeing Lilo Stitch the animated version, and I thought it was good as its own story. I didn't think it would get a live action, but now it's on the 1 billion mark. I hope if I'm saying this right, but yeah. It's Disney. They're corporate bastards either way. They'll just take anything that's like Disney wise. Zootopia 2, number 2 at the box office, $1,301 at the box office. I was surprised by Zootopia 2, but it wasn't like great as the first one, but even though the Zootopia 2, it wasn't like a strong message. There wasn't like a strong story setting it has. They were just trying to guard a snake throughout the entire film. Like, it just didn't hit it right emotionally or like rewatchable. But if your kids like it, then fine. And finally, number 1 from the Beijing Enlightenment distributor, a Beijing Chinese animated film is number 1 at the box office now. But how come it was never shown in America? Or maybe it has. $2 billion at the box office, 2,215. So that is the number 1 highest grossing film of 2025. So yeah, great job, Nizad 2. You literally is success 2025 at the box office. And that will be all for the 2025's catalog movie list. So I would say overall, it was a decent year. It was a decent year. First year was a bit struggling a bit. The summer time, it hit at the right marks. There were pretty solid reviews, solid audience perceptions of films. But by fall and the winter, it just felt kind of like faded out, like it was fading, like no one it wasn't that much impact momentum to watch these films. So, hopefully next year, 2026 will be a good year of films. So we might go over the catalog or not, but I do have some expectations of 2026 films that I want to see next year, and I hope it does well. So, as always, guys, I just want to say thanks again for following the show. If you're whoever's watching out there here from anywhere around the world or listening in by hearing the podcast, yes, 4 years, four seasons of the show, and I hope it will grow some more, or it will still keep growing over time. time a bit. And, I just gotta say, like, yeah, 4 seasons, that's still a good achievement, just like a regular TV show, as well. I mean, I've been doing this since 2022, and my entire catalog is there on Spotify and Apple. Like I've said many times, just keep following the show. Email me, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to my show. Follow the host man on Instagram at GFE_hostman. Let me know if you want any collaborations or any review checks or recommendations of films you want me to review, or just talk about anything. You can also email me, which is also on my channel as well. Don't forget to again, please like and subscribe, leave a comment below. You can leave comments even by emailing me. And I want to engage with you audiences, if any fans out there. And yeah, just keep on listening to the show. So the last thing I will just say is, you know, as the host man, I would just say, go out into the world right now and preach the podcast to every single living being and person of the entire globe, from listening or to even watching on YouTube as well. And hope the show grows and grows and grows over time. And listening, and just with me, just a guy in my own home, watching films, talking about them, and hopefully just talking with you. So, as usual, this is Gabriel the Hostman saying to you all, Happy New Year, and to all, good night, everyone.